Hello there, folks. How is everyone doing tonight? I hope you're all doing amazing. We're going to be playing some more modded Outer Wilds tonight. Wow, surprise! Who would have thought? I don't know which mod changed the title screen, but this music's pretty. So I went ahead and threw in all the story mods. So we have Astral Codec, we have Fret's Quest, Hearth's Neighbor 2 Magisterium, which is what we're going to be playing. We have The Outsider, and I think that's it. Yeah. Anyways, let's get going. I like the purpley blue as well. It's a very good color. This is not where I expected to wake up, so we're going to be figuring out what's happening here. Who are you? My name is Ping. I'm an explorer much like yourself, I imagine. While I would love to explore this system myself, if I linger too long, I will be late for my clan's next festival. Still, I have some time to observe this system for myself, at least from a distance. If you are to make any discoveries in this system, please share them with me. Perhaps we can create a collection of knowledge I can share with my community. Where are we? This is the Starship Community. It is a small vessel of which I am captain. We are stopped in quite a bizarre system with a myriad of strange worlds. Throughout my ship, you can find some observations I made about this system. Feel free to peruse them at your leisure. Those displayed on this floor are places I have deemed higher in terms of potential discovery. You may say I have ranked them as if it was some sort of contest. However, those on the top floor are worthy nonetheless of exploration. Okay. Blue fire here. Spherical body levitates above the sun opposite my station. An entrance hatch is left open, but my scans are unable to penetrate the interior. First place winner of the Mod Jam was Hearth's Neighbor 2 Magisterium. Yeah. Oh, this is for the Mod Jam 3 setup. Okay. Single ruin visible on the surface. Hypothesis: there is more to this world than meets the eye. Install reflections to learn more about this world. Hold on, gay coffee. Amazing. Giant ominous-looking spaceship orbits the sun. It possesses a considerable arsenal. Hypothesis: I should stay far away from this place. No, that was not a genuine hypothesis, but an attempt at humor in the face of danger. Solar Rangers. In the wrong warp team. The third Outer Wilds Mod Jam was organized by Zen Raikupatara. I said that wrong. Kubarta, Nebula, John Corby, and Idiot, apparently. Donate to the prize pool. Okay. Third Outer Wilds Mod Jam. Participants had 11 days to create a story mod centered around a single planet. All previous mod jams have a required theme, This time, the theme was community. In the spirit of the theme, all mod entries were required to take place in the same solar system, which you are now in. After finishing each mod, speak with Ping, something new might show up here next to loot. Oh, okay. So if you install all of the mods, it's one solar system. That's neat. Also, that looks very much like the sun from Hearth's Neighbor 1. Do I just sleep here? Nope. Okay. Mod Jam 3. Hearth's Neighbor. Magisterium. Oh, interesting. You should only be seeing this entry if you have beat Hearth's Neighbor, to which this mod is a sequel. Having this entry enables certain dialogue that contains minor spoilers but is completely unneeded to progress in Magisterium. After discovering a mysterious alien ship, my own ship received coordinates for a certain system that also happens to neighbor the Outer Wilds. I can get there using my ship's canonical warp drive. My ship has received the coordinates of a mysterious vessel above the solar system called the Magistarium. Theme was community. Should report my findings to them. Okay. Interesting that they made it like a base mod and a sub mod. Okay. So Magisterium. Okay. Well. So we're here. We're in the place we need to be for... There it is. I was really tilting my head that much. I looked down and I'm like, I guess I was tilting like that. It's a very pretty looking planet. Okay, we just go straight through those. That's good. Okay. It's less of a planet and more of a, ship. Let's see what the ship log says. Ship above the solar system called the Magisterium. It has a hatch I can access on one side. Okay. A memory cube. Well, I'm here, it seems. The Magister invited me here. Let's see if he's as cordial as his invitation. Hopefully my talents will actually be appreciated here. This technology is quite advanced. The cube here that greeted me decoded my language when I arrived. Perhaps it read from my memory? Target race, Hearthian. Language found in database. Configuring onboard memory stones. Done. Welcome, Hearthian. Whether you are here seeking new life, or have simply come to visit out of curiosity, the Magister welcomes you to our humble community. Error. Attempt to contact Magister. Failed. Null reference exception. Field Magister not set to an instance of an object. Manual fallback requested. Please head inside and request from anyone to be directed to the Magister. They will be happy to assist. I am gonna disable that bobbing. No. Nope. Nope. Let jam entries change the spawn point. Okay, interesting. Warning! Hatch insecure. Hatch mode set to manual. Reason: to allow others to follow. Remaining oxygen leaking out. Recommendation: secure hatch immediately. Controls in Magister's room. Okay, so I'm getting pushed out right now. Okay. Voltos. The device is nearly ready, Magister. Magister. Good, good. A project millions of years in the making will finally see its conclusion. Quartz. When that geyser launched me into the stratosphere, I never would have reckoned it would be the start of something so big. I don't think any of us had anticipated that the Magister's message would so completely change our lives. It is certainly a strange feeling. I had no doubts in our Magister's ability, but it feels strange to know that this will all be over soon. Vespa, to travel new worlds, new universes. I have to admit, I am a little nervous about the whole prospect. Aquarius. Aye, feelings understandable, mate. The unknown is scary, but exploring the unknown is what you're good at. You'll do great out there. The device passes inspection. Voltus, turn it on. Once it's ready, follow me onto the platform. Wasn't there one right here? Well, okay. That's the Auk language. Sounds of water. To preserve advancement, that the next generation may not suffer from our mistakes. To roast marshmallows, that friendship around a campfire may never end. Okay. No entry. This room has been sealed away due to the horrors contained within. Make no attempt to enter without the Magister's express permission. Okay then. Campfire room. Power very low. Cutting power to gravity. Okay. It took some searching for resources, but I've managed to install a special gravity crystal here. It projects a special kind of gravity field in the whole room, producing lighter gravity than this vessel's average further from it, and heavier gravity near it. This should be able to satisfy the various gravity requirements for us, so we can all relax in comfort together. And, as is typical for a crystal, it requires no power, so should something happen to this vessel's gravity, we can retreat to this room. Voltus. Well, it seems that campfires are a constant of the universe. Quartz. Are you sure it's okay for me to set one up in here? Don't worry, I set up filters for the smoke. Indoor fires are a common thing for my kind. Alright, let me see these marshmallows you keep raving about. Of course! Here, you can eat one raw. Yes, I know, their gooey flavor is the best thing in the universe, but watch this. Put it on a stick, roast it on the fire for a minute, and even better, a roasted marshmallow. Mmm, delicious. Yes, quite. The flavor is something, but I believe it's incomplete. What? You dare insult the Hearthian magnum opus? Oh, I would not dream of it. It has quite a flavor, even on its own. But perhaps with the several of us here, the flavor can be enhanced. Lily, do you have any of those honey crackers? Just literally building a fucking s'mores here. Of course, Magister. I have a pack right now. Wonderful. And Aquarius, do you have any chocolate? Salted or unsalted? I got them both. I'd like to try the unsalted first. Break off a square, put it on a cracker, then stick on a perfectly roasted marshmallow to melt it, and top it with another cracker. Down the hatch. It is delicious. Here, let me try. Had my doubts, but you're right. This is good. Okay. So the gnome I see. Oh, big book. Hydrate. Thank you for the reminder. I, admittedly, forgot to bring a drink down with me, so I will be heading to get one briefly. This is the Hearthian one. That's the Nomai one. That's the Alk one. And so then there's 3 others, it looks like. Book. I don't know what book is for, but I have book. Med check. Thank you for the med check reminder. I need to put on estrogen patches. Just realized. Oh! It's this group. From the, first mod. Another book! Posture check. Thank you for that as well. Voltus. Okay. Here is my room. It's not much, but our kind do have a thing for minimalism. Ah, it's quite nice. You know, we don't really need much either. Just some boards connected with sap and duct tape. It must be nice, such a simple life. Sleeping under the stars, eating marshmallows, and taking each day one at a time without a care in the world. Yeah, but can't say it's not, I'm not looking forward to something brand new, even if it is a lot more complex. By the way, what's your story, Voltos? You've been here the longest, right? Well, not quite. The Magister was here first. No one really knows his history. But he did find me and rescue me. My escape pod landed on an uninhabited planet, and I lacked the skills for survival. I would have died if he hadn't found me and brought me on board. Voltos landed onto Hearth, which is funny that Quartz mentioned, like, saying this to Quartz, who is a Hearthian, I believe. And it was then he presented you the idea for the device, right? I admit, I still find the whole idea a little weird. It's understandable to doubt our goal here, but it's for the good of all. We must ensure this universe does not truly die. Oh. Interesting. There's like a whole hall here. An alk room. Vespa. And that's 4 games in a row. Best 5 out of 9. Ha! You bet. I'll win one of these days. Methinks maybe you should give up. You haven't won a game in nearly 200 years. Quitters never prosper, Aquarius. Back where I come from, 'tis considered wisdom to know when to stop. I'd have shocked myself to death long ago if I simply kept banging me head against me problems. Well, how about you take a break, yeah? I know you're in a hurry to win, but patience is a virtue. Oh. Little elk thing there. Are you alright? I've never used a vision torch on another race. So Vespa is the, Alk. No, I am alright. This technology is quite unique. Projection is a key function the device needs. Would you like to try it? Here, you should be able to use the torch. No, thank you. I've gathered all the data I need from it already. Alright. What goes on in that mine? Who are you? Power depleted, shutting down. Lots of stuff here. Okay. Okay. The water creature lives in this room. Here's the Nomai room. Oh, writing over here. We have a new friend today. Her name is Roha. She's a botanist, which I find very interesting. The way she sees planets must be quite unique. She's also an artist and uses some interesting palettes. The Magister put her room right after mine, so I'm no longer at the end of the hallway. It's also quite a sight to see the Magister at work, manipulating the shape of this vessel at will. Okay. Wow. I've seen Nomai stuff before, but never so fresh and clean. You've met Nomai before? I wish, but all the Nomai my kind have found, have died long ago. There are plenty of ruins of theirs, but we have no idea what happened to them. Their buildings are all abandoned. Oh. Oh, sorry, I didn't think about it. I mean, sure there are more Nomai out there. Oh no, don't let me be a downer. Come on. You still have many others to meet. And we still need to determine what technology you can contribute to the device. There's probably more there. Okay. We're gonna take a really quick mini break to grab something to drink, and we will be right back. Okay, I am back. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Towards the Magistarium we go. Okay, have to walk our way in, can't fly in. Oh, not this room. Next one over. The pillow. This is their sleeping quarters. Yeah, of course. Okay, that was literally the last line. Well, I have arrived here. I'm quite intrigued by the Magister's proposition to construct the device and ensure the memory of this universe survives. Whoa, lots of thoughts spiraling off this. I would love to be able to actually contribute to something important and be appreciated. I'll be working with 4 others. The newest member of the crew, before me of course, is a tall, aquatic individual named Aquarius. Okay, that makes sense. He's very mechanically minded and likes to work out. He's quite a strong hunk. He also likes to build little mechanisms, and he's lined his shelves with them, along with his tools. One of my fellow crewmates is a tall, feathered, and antlered individual named Vespa, the Auk. She's also an inventor, much like myself. She loves seeing the stars and discussing technology. The first person to have joined the Magister's crew is a bibliophile named Voltus. He is covered in fur like myself, aside from a hard shell on his back and partially running down his forehead, and has a long, bushy tail. He normally has quite a cheerful demeanor, and I love spending time with him. He enjoys playing games with us and cracking jokes, while he's not hiding somewhere absorbed in some volume. Still, I sense a sadness within him. He has some deep regret, but I'm reluctant to ask him about it. I'm sure the opportunity will arise. The leader of this vessel is an enigmatic figure who calls himself the Magister. He is quite powerful, able to manipulate this vessel at will, and can change his size and appearance. Normally, he keeps his appearance to be a tall, cloaked figure with his 5 glowing eyes visible behind his mask. His size is immense, easily twice the size of Aquarius, who himself is about 4 times my own size. 4 times my own size, twice the size of Aquarius, okay. Melody, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Let me finish reading this segment, and then I'll do proper shoutouts and stuff. Despite his immensity, though, he is very friendly and polite. When speaking with him, it's easy to forget the difference in our sizes and not be intimidated. I very much enjoy discussing complex topics with them. But yeah, hello! Welcome on in, Raiders. We'll do shout out for a melody. And then we'll also do the official Twitch shout out setup. You were playing more Hollow Knight. How's Hollow Knight going? Did you end up finding that lamp or lantern? Game? Yes, you got the lantern. Good, yeah. Being able to get through the dark areas without kind of feeling against the walls. That will definitely improve the experience in those areas. Yeah. Well, I hope you had a good time, and yeah, I'll definitely check out more of your Hollow Knight in the future. I really love Hollow Knight. Like, it's not the best game in the world. That's Outer Wilds, but for like I really enjoy Hollow Knight, and I've played it multiple times through from like doing Archipelago and stuff. So very very enjoyable. For those who don't know me, my name is CrystalENVT, or you can just call me Crystal. The mushroom on my head is Leonard, my little symbiote-friendly mushroom. And we're playing some Outer Wilds. For the most part, Outer Wilds is a game that it is best played without spoilers, because it's all about like what you know lets you get to other places faster, essentially. It is a time loop, a 22-minute time loop, and then things reset and replay back out. We are playing a story mod, so it's not spoiling the main game, but it would be spoiling the story within this mod. So I'll give that disclaimer, basically. We're right at the start, though, like half an hour in, so yeah. Favorite game of all time. Super, super, super love this game. Okay. We read all the stuff here. There's gonna be a light puzzle. I know this right now. Roha. Soothing humming. This is quite a garden you got here. Guess you have a lot of experience with plants? Oh, I did not see you there. Yes, I am a master gardener. It was my main hobby back home, and quite a valuable profession. Oh, really? Why is that? Oh, well, you see, my kind has extremely limited color vision. Many colors you can distinguish appear identical to us, as we are a herbivorous. How do I say this word? An herbivore, an herbivorous species. Being able to determine what a plant was this. Wow, this accent here are far more limited ability to really see them as an invaluable skill. I see. Well, I'm glad you have a hobby you enjoy so much, and you're able to be such a big help to your kind. Thank you for the kind words. Brightening up other people's day is my calling. Okay. So I'm assuming these are all meant to match. Okay. Or maybe not. Perhaps we'll be finding something. So that's Roja's chair. Okay. Big door. Big door. That's the Magisterium's room for sure. Fuel. Roja, are you sure it is wise to lean a can of flammable liquid in a room made of wood? Why wouldn't it be? I'll be careful. Yes, just like you were careful to not fall in that geyser. Well, it turned out alright, didn't it? Had I not, I'd never have met you guys. That is true. Just promise me that you won't cause a fire. I'd hate for something to happen to you, or my plants next door. Of course, I shall do my best to ensure this is maintained responsibly. Thank you. By the way, why do you even have it? It's a special blend. Why do you even have it? It's a special blend of flammable tree sap. I figure if there's anything I can contribute to the device, it's the Hearthian special fuel. The special fuel. The Magister is not in right now. Entrance to his quarters is currently denied. Please come back later. The Magister will return in just under 1,000,000 years. Okay. Yeah, we did go in there. Okay. Let's go across to this room, which looks like power. If I had to take a guess, you know? Okay, going down. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Magister. Aquarius, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. I've had far worse shocks. Should turn the breaker off first, but I couldn't find it. Oh, there is no breaker. Here. There, the power should be off. Please do not hesitate to ask me to turn off the power for you. I do not mind. Appreciate it, boss, but I was more worried about disrupting the others. Aquarius, did you break the lightning? It's hard enough for me to paint normally. Amazing. 39 kilobits per second, 700. Okay. I think we're back to normal. Nope. Case in point. Why am I dropping frames? I love dropping frames. It's just the absolute best. Average latency is increasing here. Okay. We seem back to normal, but... I'm gonna do that so I can keep an eye on things. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I'm looking for any writing on the walls that I can read. I might need to get here early in the time loop before it becomes unstable, or maybe it's late in the time loop when power runs out, right? Yeah, I'm gonna assume late in the time loop. Okay. That's the landing pad, and then here's the books. This goes up. Whoa. Fuel tank. Hell yeah. Checking if there's any secrets around this outside edge. I doubt it. Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline. Reserve oxygen and power will deplete in 3 minutes. I want to see what emergency power looks like. I'm assuming the book room, we're going to need to drop off people's books into the appropriate spots. Okay, 3 minutes. You know what? Let's just sleep for a couple minutes so that we can take a look at the power thing, and then we can go to the book area immediately. Tape player, hello there. Welcome on in. Hello. Immediate. Pick up artifact. Okay. And that's the last battery charged, including the spares. What are the spares for? Boss wants me to put some extras in my room in case someone else comes and wants to follow us. This is a battery, okay. Actually, I've been wondering, after we step into the device with our batteries in hand, we're not going to be able to come back. It's going to turn the device off. Oh, it won't shut off. It's a little too complicated to just turn it back on, so others who want to follow just need to read the memory cubes and head into the device with one of the spare batteries. Won't that drain all the power? The device certainly won't function without energy. Don't worry, Boss says the reserve power should last right up until the sun goes supernova. Yep, that's exactly the case. Well, what about this room? Certainly all the power draw is going to cause a lot of stress on the ship. How will we know if the ship even survives until then? I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. Found a solution to spoilers with watching your stream. Simply watch in picture on mobile. Welcome to Posted Stamp Dimension. Amazing. We are playing a mod, so it's not like full spoiler, but somewhat spoiler. Okay, so we need a battery, and so we're looking for a similar thing in Aquarius's room, which is this room. Okay, so that's a battery. Okay, so we grab one of the batteries and we go flying into the center thing. Got it. Ow. Meow. Okay. The device. Okay. Found a ship above the solar system. Oxygen is leaking out of the Magistarium. The ship's power weakens over time. Near the end of the loop, the ship runs on emergency power and the onboard lights turn red. Right before the loop ends, the power in the ship completely dies. The center of the Magisterium contains a massive chamber that appears to be a hub to several rooms. I found a book in a room with a campfire. Okay. The hatch can be controlled from within the Magister's room. There's a long hall with several rooms connected to it. Each room appears to belong to a different culture. One of the dorms include a pool and a bunch of strange artifacts. The Magister's room at the end of the hall is sealed off. One of the rooms is full of plants, and its walls holding paintings of various colors. One of the rooms is made of wood, and its inhabitant is very tall. That's the Alk. The room at the end appears to be Hearthian. There is some fuel using a design that predates Outer Wilds ventures. Room at the end of the hall is filled with carpet and has a strange symbol on the wall. That's Voltus from the previous story. One of the rooms appears Nomian in origin. It's full of Nomai writing and standard Nomai equipment. There's more to explore here. Okay. Engine room. Bottom floor seems to contain some kind of engine room or generator. Lethal amounts of electricity are leaking from the machines. There's some kind of pedestal and memory cube in the middle of the room. The engines do not have any form of breaker to cut off power to the room. The device. In the center of the grand chamber is some kind of device on a platform. The device is surrounded with text in various languages, including Nomai and Hearthian. The device requires that the user hold a battery. Spare batteries can be found in one of the dormitories. And I think we know which one. So I'm going to grab the battery, and then we're gonna, I guess, fly into the device? Artifact. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Ah, well. So we're gonna have to do something else with the battery. Let's figure out the books, I guess? Oh, right, wind. Ceiling's very pretty. Okay. Let's go to the book area. There's some big books here. Welcome to my grand archives. Over the thousands of millennia, I have explored the cosmos. I have hoarded the knowledge of many civilizations and recorded all of it here in this library. Unless you are also 20 feet tall, please do not attempt to take any books from the larger shelves. For books you can safely hold, please ask Voltus for assistance with getting a translated copy in your language. Very efficient use of space. Fuel does not make good paint. Huh. I feel like this is supposed to work with that. I'm playing the witness again. That's what it feels like here, like the light puzzles. Ugh. I like the light puzzles. The light puzzles are tough. Roja, how do you do it? Oh, lots of practice, yes. Well, all the practice in the world won't help with your color blindness. True. Only being able to see the world in various shades of red does make it difficult to paint. But it helps to do more abstract art like this. Details become less important. True, I have noticed you don't really paint landscape scenes like is common among my kind. Ah yes, I would love to see some of your culture's art. I wonder what kind of secrets you would hide in them. Well, it's not unheard of to hide secrets behind paintings, but that has never been an interest of mine personally. Do you like hiding secrets in your paintings? Well, that is a secret now, isn't it? Okay. Had to check. That's gonna be the key over there, I think. Various shades of red. Okay. Oh, I saw no my writing. Yep, right there. You press the keys like this. It can take some time, some practice to learn how to use a writing staff. Like that? Getting closer. Here, try adjusting your typing angle. How do I music? One complicated topic at a time. Sorry. I like that it starts rough and then gets a bit cleaner. But it's still, like, a bit rough. Compared to, Lily? Yeah, Lily. You. As my travels took me to a librarian above a great atoll, we had a great trivia battle, and he was impressed with my knowledge. How do you know what an owl is, or an elk? You come from an alien land. I informed him of my status as the Magister, and began to tell him of the knowledge that I had acquired from across the cosmos, fauna and flora that you've never seen. The Ditzian shark is an aquatic predator that makes its home in the waters of the massive ocean planet of Subrora. It has been responsible for the extinction of multiple bird species. Red-backed boronods, or ruby elks, are an aggressive antlered species home to the coriander system. They like to hunt down the planet's hunter owls. The kip-kip carrot is a common meal among the planet's tiny inhabitants. It is often served with pods from the etherbud plant. Despite being a carrot, it tastes more like the clapping potato found in the cavesun system. The green-backed bookrad is the largest bookrad species in the known universe, with a long body and 50 pairs of legs. It is so large, it has been reported to hunt nomai, though its primal prey is the mustached starjackal, itself known for being able to hide from most predators by turning invisible. The cube keeps going on with facts you're sure are fascinating, but you have more important things to worry about. As you step away, it starts to loop. Okay, so there's probably important information in there, or maybe that's just lore. You know, forgive me if this is a bit of an inappropriate question, but, well, do any of you guys know what the Magister, well, looks like? Admittedly, I've often wondered the same thing. Boss never leaves his room without his mask and robe unless he's disguised. I've always just assumed he was some kind of cosmic horror, to be honest. Hypothesis. What we see is not even his true form, but he has taken it because it is something we can comprehend. Perhaps he believes that we will find his appearance frightening. Yes, I've seen it. You do not want to. I still have not recovered. You saw his true self, dear? Oh, no, come here. We didn't mean to stress you out. Cosmic horror it is, I guess. Another big door there. Access to the reading room is restricted while overdue books are taken out and unaccounted for. Please bring the books to this table, and they will be returned shortly. As of last scan 2 hours ago, there are 3 missing books. Secret Legends, a hero's guide to deciphering the undecipherable by Skip, detected in dormitory Voltus's room. The Coordinates Crash by Ixresius, detected in campfire room. Is that the mod author of the Archipelago mod? I need to check that now. Ixrexius. You know what? I can just do this. Archipelago. It's Ixrec. So not necessarily Ixrexius, but you know, it seems too close to just be convenient, you know? Hypothesis. The Asteroid Arcade by Sir Zen Kuboy. Let's see, that's 50, and then minus 10 is 40, so 42nd. Kuboy, the 42nd, detected in the library above intended reading space. Caution, there is no architecture leading to the estimated location. Exercise caution if you intend to seek it out. Okay, so we have to wait. I saw Voltus climbing the central pillar once. I'm not sure that I'm not quite that athletic, but I'm hoping I can see what is up there from here. He is reading on top of the artificial sun. What does he need that much privacy for? Okay. Woo! I thought I went flying, but nope. Lamp, 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 lamp. Ah, Roja, this is supposed to be my secret spot. Lamp, 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 lamp. Okay, Roja's like a moth. Are you hypnotized? Lamp, lamp, lamp. Moths are weird. Okay. Cutting power to gravity. Great. Love it. Bonk. Bonk. Book. Let me out. Gotta be careful not to hit that thing. Okay, I want to start slowing down sooner, I guess. I can't set down... I can't set stuff down because there's no gravity. Great. Okay. Well, we can check out all that stuff in the next time loop. Lamp, lamp, lamp. Okay. I'm curious about... Oh. There's fuel over here. Can I stop the party? No, I cannot. Okay. So, the white Okay. Huh. Okay. So since she sees in red, that's sort of like all one color? Yeah. We're just gonna chill here. We have Twitch ad break coming up, so I'm going to take the ad break. I think we reset the loop and then we do the door stuff for the reading room. Twitch ad break is 3 minutes. It allows for me to take a break, and it also makes it so newcomers to the stream don't have to deal with ads for the next hour. So thank you for bearing with and being understanding, and I will see you all very shortly. Hello there, folks. We are back. Loop was over, or I went and meditated through the loop, so we could be getting back to the Magistarium just in time for me to return. Very cracked ship. Oh, it's over. Oh, one book is in the campfire room. Okay. They did a really good job with the music. I think this is the furthest one. Ow. So there must be a point later in the loop where we can like there's some gravity but reduced gravity or something? I don't know. So this would be 2 out of 3 of the books. Third book's on top of the artificial sun. Lamp, 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 lamp. I love that still. Lamp, 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 lamp. Okay. So the final one's just there. So I guess in the meantime, we can go to Roja's room and try... seeing if there's anything with her stuff. Okay, get some more fuel. Okay. Oh! Wait. The lights go red near the end of the loop. But if I use intuition... Could be this one? No. Up? No. The yellow, orange, and red kind of all get seen the same. Magenta gets seen the same. So up, left, left, then left again. Huh. Well, we'll just wait. Reducing power to non-critical systems, which includes the library. That happened at the 6-minute mark. Makes it really easy to know. Lamp, 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 lamp. Lamp, lamp. Big desk and chair. Magister says, Voltos, it does please me that you are just as interested in the secrets of the universe as I am. Oh, yeah, sure. Voltos, are you alright? You know you can always talk to me. Oh, sure, thanks. Voltos, do you still blame yourself? Look, I told you already, I'm not ready to discuss that. May I ask when you will be ready? Let's just focus on the device. I've got a schematic written up, but I think I've hit a problem. The device will have difficulty actually affecting someone with space protection. Oh, Voltos, I suppose I was unclear. While it will take us out there, we will be in a state where we do not need such protection. No clothing will be needed. Although if I'm reading this right, a thin layer of clothes should still work fine. Yes, of course. I'll make sure to set the device so that it doesn't even try to fire if you're wearing too much for it. Okay, so I need to take off my suit, I guess? So I need the battery. I need to take off my suit. Is that it? Whoa! I was not expecting that. It just fling. I guess let's take off the suit. No, let's grab the artifact, take off the suit, then walk back in and hope that we have enough like there's enough air coming through for that. Should I park closer? I should probably park closer, right? Okay. That's close enough. No. Okay, so there must be a place where I can take off the spacesuit in there? Hold on, that was something from work. Okay, no. Not a big issue. It'd be neat to make all of the mods for Mod Jam 3 be compatible with Archipelago. I could potentially work on that. Like, we'd have to play the other Mod Jam mods. But, you know, once doing so... There's Hearth's neighbor. Okay. Let's actually look at the lore. Found a book on top of a bookcase in the first dorm. Will not fire if someone on the platform is wearing too much. Thick protection, such as a space suit, needs to be removed before standing on the platform. Okay. Got that all taken care of, so... I guess we... sleep? For a while? Until basically, we want to sleep until the, red light, basically, I think. Feels a little bit bad, but, like, I don't know what else to explore. I just know that, hey, there's the red light puzzle. She sees red, so... Yeah, here. I'll check one thing. Maybe there's something with... Oh, it's an up arrow and a down arrow. Okay, it took me a bit to understand that. I wonder... Actually, no. There doesn't seem to be anything specific here, so... I think we've been to all the rooms except for the Magister's room and whatever this room over here is. Did this say again? Due to horrors contained within, without the Magister's express permission. Okay. I like the one chair being set up on a thing for allowing people in. Allowing people to play the game with them. Lots of different artifacts down here. Divot in their back. I just gotta see, you know? Okay, nothing there. I love how simple the Hearthian room is. Just incredibly simple. So ridiculously simple. Okay. Guess there's nothing to do but sleep, basically. Oh. Goodbye, gravity. Into campfire room. I think it's... Let's check like the 15-minute mark. No. So like the 16-minute mark? I don't believe so. Yeah, no. $17-minute mark. Red lights. And slow down. Up. Here. Wow. Eh. Okay, so it's in the corner. Gotta see what that is. Nothing major, okay. I'm on call for work. That's a lot of memory cubes. I woke up in this mysterious vessel. I do not know who I am, what I am, or why I am here. What I do know, this ship is mine. It responds to my desires, and I have a myriad of these strange cubes that appear to record memories and play them at will. And I do not believe I have amnesia. I was created here. This ship created for me. But by whom? Well, there's a whole universe out there for me to explore. The answer must be out there somewhere. Today I found something universe-shaking. A vortex. A power older than the universe. And I feel some kinship with it. I spoke with it, and it did not have any answers for me. It simply told me its purpose. To end all. That all might be born anew. Despite the tone some might interpret as sinister, it bears no ill will. Like a decomposer, it serves a critical role in recycling death, so that more life may rise from the dead. Is this the eye of the universe, I'm assuming? Must all end? True, this universe has a limited lifespan, but what if we were not bound by this universe? The idea that all must end, that is, the lie of the universe. There must be a way to preserve the life of this universe beyond. Interesting. Oh my goodness, there's so many cubes! As I was making my centennial trip to the vortex to see if there had been any new developments, I received a distress signal from a nearby planet. A young creature had been stranded there in his escape pod. With his lack of survival skills, he would have surely died of starvation, or worse. I rescued him, of course, but when I asked him where his home was so I could take him back, he said he had none. His kind had killed themselves off in a war, and he was the sole survivor of his race. His own planet was no longer even fit to live on. With that, he broke down sobbing. When he recovered, I offered him board in return for his assistance. I had a plan to counter the lie, and for that I would need to build a device. However, this device was based on connections, on community, and in order for it to function, I would need the collaboration of many others. Without hesitation, he agreed. I created a room for him, and we exchanged more information about each other. His name is Voltos, and my name is... I told him I am the Magister. Okay, so there's one cube for there, one cube for here, here, and there. One cube off the end. Oh. This looks important. Hatch controls engaged. Please stand clear of the docking bay while hatch is in motion. Oh! Okay, so that closes it, so then we get an air seal. Got it. Okay. Cool. This looks like an important memory cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 left. I like that in these mods, instead of like the instantaneous death, it's like heat damage. Wait. I wasn't autopiloting. I was flying myself, and I just failed. So we go back to Roja's room. So Roja saw the Magistarium because they went through the vents. Yeah, left, up. Yeah. Okay. Let's make sure we do this. Oh. Okay. This universe has less than 30 minutes to live. It is time to release the keys. Atop a nearby chair, under the water, on a platform opposite from Ping's dock. Okay. In biology, row F, behind the ship of Quartz's descendant. Behind the ship of Quartz's descendant, okay. Atop the highest bloom, resting upon the totem of logic, in the invisible place in front of the mural trifecta. Invisible palace in front of the mural trifecta. At the base of a deadly laser, at the start of the innermost spiral climb. Adorning the head of the coolest Hearthian in the hub. Keeping a beacon company under the phosphor's ice. Above a glowing crystal on the Alpha Pod. Hiding on a bridge below the reflection of the third anchor. That's, like, I was like, okay, it's gonna be like 4 or 5 things. No, that's a lot. That's a lot. Searching through storage, I have discovered this mysterious cube. It reminds me a bit of memory cubes, yet seems much more advanced. Could it be an updated version? But then, why is there only one on board? Unfortunately, it does not seem to react to anything I do to it. I suspect it has some message stored within it, but it refused to allow me to listen to it. Perhaps I am not the intended recipient. I tried tinkering with it, and found it seems to be missing a core piece. Perhaps this is why it cannot relay its message, but as far as I can tell, the component does not seem to be critical. I doubt it is required for the message to be given. It has been multiple millennia, since I first began trying to crack this cube. Success remains out of my grasp. The device is complete, and now I must venture within. I am disappointed that this mystery remains unsolved, but perhaps in the future one will find it and receive its message. To anyone attempting to crack it, To anyone attempting to crack it, the only help I can offer is a poem I found etched inside. Keys hidden beyond visible light, among worlds estranged in fight. The third contest must be present, complete. Only one can accomplish such a feat. Third contest. Wonder what sort of contest this would be referring to. Keys made of invisible light is pretty easy for me since I can see all forms of light, but most organisms seem to have a far more limited visible spectrum. They'd need some kind of tool to see them. Like this. Since we can see the ghost matter that's invisible with it. Today we crashed into an ocean planet. There was a malfunction with the engines, and the ship was unable to counter the massive gravity when we tried to park. Fortunately, this planet is occupied by a friendly race of semi-aquatic, four-armed shark people, and one of them was kind enough to come aboard and try to fix the engines. He's an electrical engineer named Aquarius, and he's quite friendly despite how intimidating poor old Voltus finds him. He's even taller than Vespa, though of course nowhere near my true stature. He was absolutely fascinated by all the equipment on our ship, and he actually asked to join our crew. Well, welcome aboard. I came across yet another escape pod today, this one Nomayan in origin. Despite the massive capacity, there was only one member on board, by the name of Lily. Like Vespa, she was an inventor, and she had created a warp core anti-distortion safeguard. This component, meant to be equipped to their vessels, would essentially ping the area a vessel is attempting to warp to and check for distorted space. If such space was found, it would modify the warp coordinates slightly to prevent a potential disaster. Well, that would have bine great for our Nomai and our little galaxy solar system, you know? She planned to present this at a festival, but her clan laughed at the idea. Distorted space was an unproven concept, and the component was quite expensive to create. In a fit of anger, she used an escape pod in an attempt to get as far from her clan as possible. I, however, was very interested in her tech and theories, and welcomed her aboard. I have encountered a major problem. I am immortal, and while the idea that a being would have a limited lifespan is a known fact for me, it has just not occurred to me just how short a life is. Voltus is aging quite rapidly, and while he has been an invaluable asset in the creation of the device, he will not live nearly long enough to see it be fired. Fortunately, I have a solution. An immortality crystal, installed as part of the device, and completely prevent aging. It will not work for our ultimate goal, but it should allow anyone on the ship to survive long enough to see the day it is reached. Okay. Our deadline approaches. The device is nearly complete, but we need one more component. I went to visit the vortex again, but on a nearby planet, I caught sight of a local Hearthian who had accidentally launched himself into space via a geyser. They hadn't even discovered spaceflight yet, but, well, I need help. Maybe this one, named Quartz, will provide the last component we need. I passed by an inhabited moon, and in disguise, I visited the population in search of someone who would be willing to work on the device. The beings here are bird-like, with antlers. I was recommended the house of one of them, who was a young inventor, Vespa. She had created a telescope powered by flame, capable of detecting signals from space. It took some convincing, but she was understandably quite scared of the idea. But when I turned to leave, she changed her mind. It seemed that her fear of the unknown was overcome by her desire to see the cosmos she had studied all her life. On the ship, we talked about her and her kind. The name for their race roughly translates to inhabitants, but Voltus, spooked by her when she first arrived, wanted to call her Ghostbird. She's not really a fan of the nickname, though. Considering that she seems to share traits with both owls and elks, I presented the idea, and then remaining recording corrupted. There's a joke that Zen, the creator of OWML, really does not like the idea of calling them elks, and instead they refer to them as inhabitants exclusively. So, Alks, inhabitants, same difference. Roja, botanist and painter. Why did I let her on board? Do not get me wrong, I am happy to have a new member on our crew, but she is so mischievous. I fear that she is one day going to poke around in the ship where she does not belong. I'm sure she will calm herself in time. Well, about that. Okay. Let's start with this one over here. Ah! To wash away regret, that the sun may shine brighter tomorrow. To overcome fear, that the unknown may be greeted with open arms. To build new monuments, that our mark may be left everlasting. To preserve advancement, that the next generation may not suffer from our mistakes. To maintain beauty, that a scene cherished once may be remembered forever. To roast marshmallows, that friendship around a campfire may never end. To save the memory of a universe that may not die. System destination, Outer Wilds. Population, 22.16. Home of the Hearthians. Warning, ignored. Vortex signal not detected. Yeah. Because of the Alks. System designation J0NC-RB3, population none. Previously held a thriving civilization on a moon. The same moon is now a barren wasteland. And you can see it kind of brown there. X3N. Oh. Zen Jam 3. Current location. Population unknown. Scanning in the immediate system, running into interference. Interference origin. The sheer number of communities that have once called this system their home. Interference also provides ideal environment for firing of the device. Interdimensional barriers strained. Hearth's neighbor. Population none. Extreme amounts of deadly matter and warped space detected. Interesting, the jam location is closer to Hearth than Hearth's neighbor. Okay, so... I don't fully get that cube, but... I think we have all the knowledge that we need at this point. I guess we'll see. Grab battery. Oh, come on. I guess we can do this, right? Because it said atop a chair. Okay. So there's these forces. Got it. Let me over... Okay. We take off suit. We can breathe. apparently don't have all the required knowledge. I'm floating here. I can't do anything. I missed. Let's meditate until next loop. Across from Ping's dock. This is Ping here. Opposite. Is it on the back side of this structure? There it is. Ah! Okay. Let me see what it has to say about these forces. Oh my goodness, so many keys. Okay. Well. I found controls for the hatch. Air is no longer flowing away from the device. Found a hidden vent that leads to the full, from the full room of paintings to the Magister's room. Many people from various races to live on his ship to build the device. He built an immortality crystal to allow them to live long beyond their natural lifespans. Magister discovered some kind of vortex that told him about the end of the universe. He did not believe that the universe had to end and called this the lie of the universe. The vortex being the eye of the universe. And a key in a pool aboard the Magistarium. This is probably the only key on this ship. Found a key on a platform behind the Starship community. In Biology, Row F. The base of a deadly laser at the start of a spiral climb. Atop the highest bloom. Behind the ship of Quartz's descendant. Resting upon the totem of logic, in the invisible palace in the center of the mural trifecta, adorning the head of the coolest Hearthian in the hub, keeping a beacon company under the phosphor's ice, above a glowing crystal on the Alpha Pod, hiding on a bridge below the reflection of the third anchor. Found a strange memory cube in the Magister's room. Supposedly, it contains a secret message that requires finding invisible keys to obtain. Perhaps a tool can be used to see them. However, these keys can only be found if the third contest is... Oh, okay. I need to install all of the Mod Jam mods. It is unlikely that this message is related to the device or what happened to the Magisterium's crew. Okay. Fuck it. Change of plans. Let's go ahead and grab all of the Mod Jam 3 mods, because might as well, you know? Outer Wilds. You know what? What if we just search for Mod Jam 3? By a bunch of people. I guess let's do it. Oh, shoot. Wait. You know, installing mods while we're playing the game, no issue here, you know? Okay. Run game. Fix issue. And fix issue. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. We're still going to want to, like, finish up the Magisterium stuff, but we can also go and, like, do other things. It says Outer Wilds is running. There we go. Big stretch. Yeah. Game? Oh, of course. Just as I choose to close it out is when it launches. Amazing. Boom, 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 boom. I like that Mod Jam 3 was like, yeah, let's build our own little solar system. Loading. 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 Gosh, the more mods you add, the more it takes to load, apparently. Any moment now. Any moment. The game will just go, and we'll hear music. And then we'll hop in our spaceship, and we'll fly away. We'll be able to see all the other planets in the Modjam 3 solar system. Outer Wilds? You good? Condition: Anon pissed. Oh, amazing. Boiled egg. Amazing. In this plateau. Egg Star. Oh my goodness, is it Eggman? The boiled egg. Okay. Well, we're taking a quick detour. We need to go to the boiled egg. Where are you at? There you are. Boiled egg, here we come. I know nothing about you. I just know. There's something at the tip-top point, it looks like. Oh, there's a couple of other things as well. There's no Mai here, it looks like. Callus. Oh no, this is real bad. This is bad, real bad. Hi, my name is Callus. I don't think I've met you before. What's wrong? You seem to be worried about something. Oh, well, this is a bit embarrassing. You see, this is a big day for me. This is my first contribution to a festival. I'm about to present my thesis to other Nomai. Isn't this a good thing? Oh, yes, but I may have lost my thesis scroll. I can't present without my can't present my thesis without it. I'm going to look like such a fool in front of the others. This is so bad. Maybe I could help? Looked everywhere, so I don't think you could. Wait. Remember I saved it in the archives, in case such an event happened. If I had a copy there, I could present my thesis. Sounds like a plan. One thesis. Archive building is on the North Pole, if you've never been there. I'll be back with it. Well, we have our ad break coming up, so I will see you all shortly after that ad break. And then I guess we'll do stuff here on the egg, because I'm interested in the egg. Hello, hello. We are back. Let us... Actually, you know what? Let's talk with the others as well. Can't talk with any of them. Can't talk with any of them. Excellent. Scroll. Okay. North Pole. This is South Pole. This is North Pole. Oop. Oop. Hello, you lot. Currently serving file F102. Grab a ticket. Dispensing ticket K594. Estimated waiting time, 2 hours, 12 minutes. Thank you for your patience. Kanya? Please wait in line for your turn. But this is urgent. We are doing our best to accommodate for everyone. Please grab a ticket from the dispenser at the back and wait for your turn. Aster. Good morning, dear. Good morning, ma'am. Could I get in front, please? Excuse me? How utterly rude. This is no way to talk to an old lady. Did not even say hello, and they want to cut in line. Kids these days. I did say hello, though. Back in my time, we patiently waited in line like well-behaved nomai. We would even offer our place to our elders. I remember one day when I was 6, this old gentleman entered the salad shop. Everyone stepped aside and let him order first. That's how polite we were back in the day. The old man didn't even have to pay. The staff were so polite. In fact, he was the owner. The fact he was the owner had nothing to do with it, mind you. Oh, how I used to love this salad restaurant. Was it the salad place? This old goat certainly spent a lot of days in there. Their lettuce with cherry tomatoes was truly divine. To this day, I wonder how they got their vegetables so ripe. Was in my hometown, or did they have their... Was it my... Wow, dyslexia. Thanks, dyslexia. Was it homegrown, or did they have their special supplier? Youngsters take it for granted nowadays, but fresh ingredients really do make a good meal. I tried myself at gardening, you know. Oh, boys would have fallen for how cute this little goat was in her gardening attire was. But alas, I had to focus on my plants. Oh, boys would have fallen... It's the same thing again. I also read a lot to know how to do this properly. You probably should read more, dear. You never know what knowledge you might be missing. My eyes are not good anymore, but I still enjoy a good scroll to read before going to bed. Sometimes my dear Timu is kind enough to read it aloud for me, while I peacefully fall asleep. You youngsters like to live your lives brash, but one day you'll realize settling down can also be a blessing. So what are you here for, ma'am? Oh, it's these archive handlers who wouldn't know their left from their right. I have been told that some scrolls have suffered some corruption issues. So now they've brought this old goat to try and fix it. I have a lot of my work stored in here, and I would not want it lost because of some Luddite didn't know how to handle a scroll. My old bones are not enjoying standing up for so long. I think I will go sit for a while. Thank you for holding me company, dear. No problem, ma'am. Here, you can grab my ticket since we're in a hurry. I'll grab another one once my legs are rested. Thank you, ma'am. Take care. What? Read. This unit is an automated helper for the Nomai archives. To add a scroll or tablet to our expanded archive, press 1. To consult an existing scroll or tablet, press 2. To conclude the interaction with this unit, press 3. To list your options once more, press 4. You are looking for an existing scroll or tablet. If you are looking for a specific author, press 1. If you're wanting to search using a specific keyword, press 2. To return to this unit's main menu, press 3. To list your options once more, press 4. It is Callus. So I am interested in Solanum. Ah. 11111234 password 1 slam head on keyboard. Invalid password entered. Entries cannot be accessed. We apologize for the inconvenience. We are currently experiencing severe data loss on upload. As such, all addition or edit to the archives must be supervised by a handler. We apologize for the inconvenience and assure you this measure is to protect your legacy stored here. We advise that you wait for a handler to assist you. Signal. Hand signal. Yes. 25 minutes. Amazing. Signal. Morse code. Has been marked as restricted as it returns too many entries. We recommend that you search by the author name or by the contents of their thesis. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yep, that's definitely. Okay. Oh. Allium? Yes. All of these are 25 minutes. Callus? Exit. Let's get some fresh air. Oh, there's a lot of scrolls here. Row A, row B, row C, row D, row E, row F. Wait, row F. Did it say above row F? In biology, row F. Okay. 5th floor history. Ah! Biology. Oh, great. Got it. Cool. I think I need to go back and talk with Callus. Pink. Pink star. Hello. This is bad, real bad. No, not yet. No, I need a password to access it. Oh yes, I forgot about this. I did set up a password so that the first witnesses of my work would be at my presentation. I would have removed the password after the ceremony, I swear. What's the password then? You swear if you need it now, before the ceremony. Yes, of course. Let me think. The password was... Did you forget your password as well? No, maybe a bit. But I do have my note as to remember it. Look. Hey me, you probably forgot your password again, so I'm writing this secret code to retrieve it. First part of the password is the age you were when your parents took you to your first festival. Second part of the password is the archive building broadcast signal, assuming it has not changed since I set up the password. Third part of the password is the number of legs of the red-bellied horned buckrat. Gosh, that was mentioned in, the Magistarium. Well, I made it complicated so that the password would be secure. For the first part, it's 10. I always remember the first day of my first festival. I met so many people and learned so many amazing things. And the rest? Well, you forgot. I forgot. I figured. Good luck. Thanks, I guess. Okay. Fractured Harmony, evil-looking planet, the boiled egg, the hub planet. Okay. Need to find a copy. Okay, I should check all of the floors then, I guess. Buckrads to assemble the password. Okay. Goodbye, ship. I probably won't need you. Neat. Okay. Open reading section. Be sure to have your membership card. Geography and locations. Ah. Goes a little bit too fast. Technology. So down by one floor. Wow. Okay. Did Did it really have to go so hard? Culture and people. Ticket dispenser. Oh, you know what? You know what? I can go here. Existing. Specific keyboard. Buck red. In the rotating selection for public reading. First is A12, A2. Third is C2. Fourth is B1. Fourth again is E3. And fourth is F5. Yeah. I can see why things might be getting corrupted here. A2. A Chapad Planetary Park is located in the Diamantine system. It encompasses the whole of Diamantine 3, a planet of lush forests. As such, it is also home to a great number of species, such as the swift-tongued toad, the bald alligator, and the famous blue-bellied horn buckred. It needs to be red. Respectable biologists would know as a four-legged creature whose diet consists primarily of kelp. The bald alligator shouldn't be mistaken for the shaved crocodile, which is a completely different species. Amazing. C2. Oh, third floor C2. No! C2. The trigon is a maroon-colored bird first discovered by Kuvi of the Mela clan. Because of its tasty meat, it is a sought-after delicacy among the elite of the Temin Concordat. I'm great with words. The nocturnal animal preys on the red-bellied horned buckrat and other insects. Okay. You're not expanding very fast. Okay. I saw the hard-boiled egg, and I got completely distracted. It's like, yeah, the hard-boiled egg. I want to see more with the hard-boiled egg, but we should probably try and finish the Magisterium. That is the title of this stream, after all. So let's go. Read the stuff about the Magisterium, right? Okay. So... Okay. I love hard-boiled egg planet. Spin. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we grab battery from here. We'll set it there. We drop off spacesuit. We go, ow, here. Oh. Okay. Whoa. Hello, Magistarium. Who are you? Welcome to the Outer Planes, young one. The void beyond the wilds. I am the Magister, the one who set this all in motion. You have joined us in a state that is not quite physical, in a space that is not quite in this universe. You still have some of your physical consequences left, so you are able to see what this place truly looks like. You are unable to see what this place truly looks like quite yet. However, we can finally communicate. What questions might you have for me? Why did you do this? I am an entity of millions, if not billions, of years old. I have powers and knowledge beyond your comprehension. I have a vessel that responds to my every whim, even modifying its shape to be whatever I wanted. But why? I do not know where I come from. I know I was created but I do not know who created me. I have hypothesized that whoever they were not of this universe. I began to come up with the idea for a device that would allow me to ascend beyond this universe, but my attempts and ideas went nowhere. I eventually gave up. But then, I discovered the mortality of this universe. The idea that it had to end. But I rejected that idea. Surely, it was a lie. I realized that I wanted to defy that lie. I wanted to preserve the life in this universe by any means necessary. To that end, I revisited the idea of the device. I was not powerful enough to stop the stars themselves from dying, but I could perhaps take at least a few people with me who did not mind the concept of surfing the unknown for eternity. And then, as I began to recruit people to help build the device, this common goal began to take shape. I began to suspect my purpose was perhaps to build a community here, and as people joined us, I had more ideas about how to construct the device. Finally, after 7 of us had gathered, all from different backgrounds and time periods, we had everything we needed, and the device was finished. I left it on so that others interested could follow if they wished. Although, in my haste to finally ascend, I seem to have made some mistakes and did not properly prepare my vessel for foreign visitors. I apologize for making your journey more difficult than intended. Can I enter that room behind the big door in the grand chamber? Sure, if you think your mind can withstand the horrors within, you shall find the door gone on your next loop. Just one question. Do you like spiders? I am going to say I like them. This will be an arachnophobia warning, but this is nice that the devs went and gave an arachnophobia option. Alright, then you should be fine. I see, do not worry then. I like them. Okay, so that's setting a toggle. I'm curious about the logs. Reduced fright enabled, reduced fright disabled, enabled, disabled. Okay. What happens now? I have not found my creators, but I have been able to see beyond. I have seen other worlds, other universes, other realities. I saw you. I am unsure whether they actually were you or other versions of you, but I saw you exploring other worlds, other realities. You saw a solar neighborhood. You visited medleys of planets. You survived an alien incursion. You shared a vision. You went on a quest to find a banjo. You were stalked in your dreams. You explored the surface of dark bramble and found a friend. You discovered an ancient codec. Interesting, so this is kind of grabbing based upon what mod list I have installed currently? That's interesting. You found those cast away, forgotten they might be. Those strangers they were. Yet your eyes looked to the past, an archipelago of possibilities laid before you. These realities moved like clockwork in mysterious layers. Worlds were bigger on the inside and hidden in plain sight. Those who were isolated found escape. But then I looked beyond. I saw strange creatures, beings beyond any of these realities. Close, I saw a dragon, a shoe, a Hearthian in nomai clothes, a turtle, and some pink puffball. Further, there were more. A cow, a rock, a nebula, a Canadian, a fox, a great pig, more turtles, a three-eyed cat, and many more. they seemed to be a community of their own. I began to suspect that these individuals were the creators of these realities, perhaps even my creators. And then I realized they had already done what I wanted. They had subverted the lie. This universe indeed did not have to truly end, and they were responsible. In the end, was my desire simply their desire? To contribute to increasing the lifespan of this universe? If so, then I am glad to have served my purpose, and I am thankful to you for being their avatar. And to these beings, if they can hear me, thank you. I know that truly, the lie will eventually become true. One will explore the wilds for the final time, and the vortex will have the last laugh. But it is because of you that this ending does not have to happen now. As for you, young hatchling, all will be clear to you soon, after your physical form has fully dissolved into the void. However, your connection to the time loop depends on this physical consciousness, so anything you wish to do that you wish to remember, you should do now. When you're ready to ascend with us, enter the shape below when you entered here. Whoa! Others! Hello, it has been a long time since I met someone with your curiosity. Tell me, how does it feel to know the survival of your race hangs on your shoulders? It's not easy. I shouldn't have to make that kind of decision. I've come to accept it. I am glad to hear that. I hope that you do not end up regretting your decision. I have lived with regret ever since that day. You are the one who was in the escape pod I found on Timber Hearth, aren't you? Ah yes, you visited my homeworld. You saw how my kind destroyed themselves over petty arguments. Happened to be awake when the Red Clan invaded. We were all supposed to be in cryopods during transit, but I snuck out. When they came, I rushed to the escape pods. Without even thinking of trying to save anyone else, I just launched the pod. Through some miracle, the pod managed to survive long enough to reach your world. Not a day goes by that I don't wonder if I made the correct decision. I feel like I should have tried to save some others, but if I had, then there is a good chance no one would have survived. I do not live with regret. It consumes you. I only got through it because of my friends. Never forget those who have brought you this far. True. Never forget that. Greetings. Do not fear. The unknown is scary, but beautiful. I wish my race had maintained their curiosity like you, but in the end, they let their fear take over, and fear became hate. But your curiosity, it is a wonderful thing. Never stop exploring. Big. If I were still corporeal, I'd put you through a workout. You're a twig. But you're smart. You managed to get all the way here. You'll do fine. Also, you really need to invent chocolate. You're missing out. Lily. Greetings, I am Lily. I am Nomai, but you already knew all that. I do not know whether to envy you. You are potentially the ultimate explorer. You can explore anywhere without fear of consequence and death. Yet you are also unable to truly share your discoveries. Anything you learn will be forgotten in minutes. To explore and share our discoveries, that is the goal of the Nomai. It is why we became nomads in the first place. True. Roha. Hi, I like your flashlight. I'm so glad that in this state, I can see you in full color. I hope you liked the art and plants. I tried very hard to make them look good. Oh, perhaps I can see you paint later? I'd love to be your friend. Quartz. Hey, hatchling, pull up a marshmallow stick. Well, we'll have time to roast marshmallows again later. How's the village doing? We went to space. Really? Every Hearthian's dream to explore the outer wilds, it finally came true? Yep. Hornsfell, Feldspar, Gosan, Esker, and Slate founded Outer Wild Venture, a space program, and we've been exploring the stars ever since. Ah, I know those names. They were only little hatchlings when I left. I'm glad to see they grew up into such fine Hearthians. And you're following in their footsteps. I am so happy to see our legacy continue. Oh, and if you meet another Quartz, say hi to them from their ancestor. Name runs in the family. Okay, there's another Quartz in the hometown. Got it. And so, where to walk through this, I guess. You send it into another state of being. Thank you, Outer Wilds modding community. And that is the Magisters, whatever. Magistarium. There we go. I think the Outer Planes. Extending the lifespan of this universe. Okay. We're gonna go to Outer Wilds because there's somebody by the name of Quartz here. And I forgot who that is. I don't spend a lot of time in the Nomai hometown. I wonder if Lonely Hermit, like if Mod Jam 2 had a solar system or if it's just by itself. Nice. Marl. Rutile. Orphe. Tephra and Galena. Spinel. Wait, are you Quartz? Nope, you're Gosen. Micah. Hi, Fret. I'm not ready to do your DLC yet. Not DLC, mod. Just a Nomai in the middle of town and I don't react to it for a while. Nobody's reacting to it? Okay. That's for a mod called Fret's Quest. Okay. I guess Quartz must be in Jam 3 neighborhood. That's my best guess. Boom, 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 boom. Loading, loading. This is loading off of an NVMe SSD, by the way. It's like... It's as fast as it could be. Mods, please load. There we go. Okay, so we're going to the egg. Egg. I'm sorry, but like, for the mod jam, if I had played all the mods together, I probably would have gone to the egg before the Magisterium. I really enjoyed the Magisterium there. That was fun. But also, egg. Oh. Little sneaky way into the back. Huh. Oh, I'm supposed to go to the Magisterium as well. What the fuck? Ernesto. Hey, Ernesto, what are you doing here? Tax evasion. Oh, alright then, carry on. Tax evasion. That's good. Oh, we were supposed to do one thing. We're supposed to go over to the Magisterium to see the messages from the creators. Can I see in Magisterium? For the purposes of Archipelago, I'll probably turn on the highlight important cubes. Because remembery purposes. Oh, right. Amazing. Endgame Zero, musician. You did great, Endgame Zero. Welcome to the dev room. I'm Endgame Zero. Jam message. I'm the composer for Magisterium. I also edited much of the dialogue. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this soundtrack. I made fewer songs than in Hearth's Neighbor, especially when you consider that a few of the songs are variations of the same one, but I think they turned out better individually. This soundtrack took a lot of inspiration from the Tunic soundtrack. I need to play Tunic. Then I can play Grass Sanity in Archipelago. And I referenced the Outer Wilds soundtrack less than I did in Hearth's Neighbor. I will be quite impressed if you can figure out the one reference to the Outer Wilds soundtrack in the Grand Chamber theme. Interesting, okay. Anyway, I decided to be a turtle at the last minute. Sorry for any confusion with other modding turtles. Thanks to Shu for getting the turtle model done on such short notice. Thanks for playing and listening. Wow, 2 for 2. If you had told me a year ago that would happen, I probably wouldn't have believed you. Especially if you added that I made the music for both. For a while, my goal has been to work on games as a programmer, though now I might reconsider that, since making music for these mods has gone so well. And then the Hearthian smile. Once I have time, I plan to make more music for the areas in the Magisterium that use music from the base game or from HN1 in the Jam version. If you're in the future, you've probably already heard some of it. Goodbye. Game Worm, Team Lead. Hey, it's me, Game Worm, the mundane talking dragon. Congrats on finishing Magisterium. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Game Worm, the team lead who did all the level design, writing, and coding, as well as some of the models. Excuse me. For this mod, I obviously wanted to close out the story of Hearth's Neighbor, not Hearth's Neighbor, but I was originally planning to not use very many custom assets. Well, you saw where that went, and I think this mod has even more custom assets than Hearth's Neighbor 1. A big component of this mod's design was trying to utilize the time loop, a feature I feel is rarely actually implemented even in full-length story mods. Our implementation may have been simple, but I hope it was effective and memorable. It was, like being able to use hey, here's the red light, hey, here's the gravity levels changing and all those things. I think it was done really well, and I really appreciate it. It was very simple, but it was well implemented. Anyway, thank you so much for playing. This mod was made in 11 days for the Outer Wilds 2024 Modding Jam, where all contestants were challenged to create a single planet within the same system. You should definitely check out the other entries if you haven't already. Oh, by the way, this room was made pretty early in development, but we had no idea what to do with it. So it was cut and repurposed into the dev room. Because of that, there's nothing in here, so don't bother going to the end of the hall. Yeah, don't bother at all. Nice, we won. 2 in a row. I'm really glad people came to really like Magisterium, even if some of the puzzles can still use tweaking. Anyway, there are still a few more things I'd like to do with Magisterium, such as voice acting, which there is a mod for that. I didn't choose to include it. Could be interesting, but yeah, who knows? Perhaps we'll do more with the Hearth's Neighbor story. There probably won't be a Hearth's Neighbor 3, but perhaps you'll get to see the Magisterium's crew once again. Nice. Celestial Storm, Quantum Luna, the artist. Hello there, friend. Congrats on finishing. I'm Luna. I made most of the textures and concept art for the mod. This is the first mod jam I've participated in, and the first time I've contributed to a mod in production. I hope you had just as much fun playing it as I did helping to create it. Thank you for playing. Wow, I'm so honored to have been on the winning team. It was amazing to work with everyone here. I loved every single moment of it. A huge thanks to Worm for letting me join the team, and to the rest of the team, I hope we get to work together again come next jam. Creating assets was a unique challenge, and overall, I'm proud of what I managed to contribute. Once again, thank you for playing, and thank you for voting for us. Goodbye. Magisterium. Ah, look at them. Small. So, like, almost armadillo-like? Magi. This is really cool art. I would have used this as the thumbnail if I knew of this. I might update the video thumbnail after the stream. If you saw this as the thumbnail, then you'll know I did it. Voice acting credits. Okay. By Repcon, Magistarium fan art by Dynamo Toon and Aortiz. Special thanks to John Corby and Pick Carrot for helping with post-release development, and XREC for playtesting. XREC is who I mentioned before with the Archipelago stuff. So that's John Corby and Pick Carrot were mentioned along with XREX in like that little Easter egg spot. Aortiz. Magisterium. I'm trying to see if I can find the art real quick. Yeah, I'll look for that after stream. But I like that piece. Jam. And honey? I don't know, maybe. Oh, that's cool to see. How they went and, worked on creating the rooms. Drawbridge-like hatch that closes, perhaps when ship loses power. Also makes it easier to land ship. True, it definitely made it easier. Bookshelves along perimeter walls. And in rows in the center. Various benches, desks scattered throughout. More of the trees you find throughout the game scale down and put in the plant pots to contain the roots. Neat. Geometric patterns here. Wires up to the ceiling. Base decorated with circles in silver and gold. Dorms. Lamps over each door. Some open, some close. Beds belong to the species contained within. Lamps made of 3 spheres with the top glowing and the bottom attached to the wall. Don't know how to draw engines, lol. Plants along the side, maybe stage recreational area in the center. Fuel does not make good paint. I don't know who that is, but this is Chert, I think. Voltos, Aquarius, Roja, Voltos. Voltos is a foxhole from the planet Lonely Hermit. He's quite cheerful, always up for cracking jokes and complimenting others. To him, his goal is to brighten the day of his crewmates. When he's not in the mood for being social, he's probably hidden himself away to read some book from the Magister's massive collection. Despite the seeming lack of locations to hide on the Magisterium, he's quite athletic, and he's found a few that you probably wouldn't expect. Yet, his cheerful demeanor betrays a deep sadness within him. A regret has remained with him for all his life, though he tries to forget it and move on. Perhaps his friends can help him? Perhaps. Neat. A, B, D, A, B, C, D, G, H. Oh, and then E, F there. Okay. Oh. Shoe spider. Okay. Ugh. Wild. Talk to Shoe, modeler and lace weaver. Boo. Did I get you? I'm Shoe, the lace weaver. I just so happen to have grown a lot in size compared to the last jam. Real nice to be in my true form. Hopefully one of you recognize the color scheme and get the reference. Is it like the Ender Dragon? I don't know. Anyway, it was fun to be working with the same-ish team from last time. Although I did leave decision-making with the rest of the team. Hopes to us winning the March 2024 jam. Also, for Zen, I made 21 models for this mod, ripped 1 or 2, and took a few from the past, then made 16 models for Godot Wilds, all on time, so I was not lazy. Godot Wilds? I'm interested in that. Victory message. Symbiosis sweep. I mean, Magisterium sweep, as it turns out. We placed first once again. Yippee! Anyways, why not stay for a while and enjoy this delicious strawberry jam cake I made for this occasion. Oh. Lights all turn red. They said don't go to the end of the hall. Right? I don't know exactly what that would be referring to. Well, I think we saw all the stuff here in Magisterium. I think next stream on Wednesday, we're going to continue with whichever mod is for the hard-boiled planet. And then... whichever one's the hard-boiled planet, whichever mod that's related to. And then, you know, going through the other Mod Jam 3 mods. Enjoying it so far. Maybe we spend some extra time on the hard-boiled planet and just read through all the messages. Like, we don't have to, but what if we did? So that took third. This one took second. Egg-shaped world, close to the star. Signs of intelligent life are present on the North Pole and the equator. Moon in a distant orbit, signs of intelligent life are present. Hypothesis. Tidal heating from the planet's moon may allow it to support a subsurface ocean. Ooh, interesting. An icy world with brilliant rings. There are artificial structures present, but no signs of life on the surface. surface. Bizarre world with a clear delineation between hemispheres. Signs of life are present. A dark, shadowy world. Were it not for intermittent flashes of lightning, it would be largely invisible against the background of space. Unfortunately, this world is so nebulous and mysterious that even a Hearthian ship log cannot record data on it. Ooh. Okay. That's gonna be interesting. Thankfully, my Hearthian friend was able to install a modification to their ship log, enabling us to record data on this world. Is that... I did not mean to click that Pinterest link. Hello, game? Or mod manager? Okay. I will leave like a poll out there. There's symbiosis and then symbiosis ship logs. Do we want to play the intended way of having no ship logs? Or do we think it's better, for my poor memory, to have the ship logs there? I can kind of see it going both ways. These mods are normally short enough that I don't need to have the ship logs. Also, I like that the ship logs mod was installed more often than the base game. What? That's weird. But yeah, we'll see about that. I'll put a poll out there somewhere. Maybe YouTube? Yeah, I'll put it out on YouTube. A temperate world with obvious signs of inhabitation. Many beings have gathered here. For what purpose is unknown to me at this point. Spherical body levitates above the sun opposite my station. But my scans are unable to penetrate the interior. Distant world with a single ruin visible on the surface. Hypothesis. There is more to this world than meets the eye. I love gay coffee. Amazing username. Giant, ominous-looking ship orbits the sun. It possesses a considerable arsenal. Okay. Well, I think that this is a grand place for us to leave off at. I had a great time playing through the Magistarium today, and kind of dipping our toes into the hard-boiled egg world. Right there. We will continue working on this one next time. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you haven't followed on Twitch or subscribed on YouTube, make sure to do so. That's one of the best ways to make sure you don't miss the future streams. I do have a Discord server, and we're gonna find somebody to raid over to. Great stream, thank you, yeah. And good to see you here. Spinapsis. Fun name to say. Who do I want to raid over to? Yeah. Let's rate to Vicky Sanctus. I did, Vicky was one of the people that I was, submitting to the Archipelago, randomizer, for GDQ. Vicky was one of the people I submitted with. So yeah. Playing some Final Fantasy Tactics. Enjoy your time with her. Yeah. I'll be right back. Ending. I know my keys. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.